Hi, I'm Jackson Leslie, an Associate Product Manager here at Karbon. And today I'm going to be talking about the Xero and Karbon contact sync integration. To get started, you'll want to jump into Settings, come to Connected Apps, and scroll on down to this new app called Xero General Ledger. You can click on it here, and you'll be given the option to either sign up for a new Xero account or connect your existing Xero account. To be clear, the Xero account that you are connecting is your practice's Xero account, not your client's Xero account. So I have a Xero account, so I'm going to jump in here and click connect. Now this is the authentication screen, where Xero is going to ask me what organization I want to authenticate with. I'm going to go ahead and select Jackson and Associates Ltd, which is my practice management account. Click allow access. If we jump here, we'll be given the screen where we can set up the sync. So what's going to happen here when I click sync is Karbon's going to import all the contacts from Xero. It's going to attempt to match them with existing Karbon contacts using the contact's name and billing email in Karbon with the Xero name and primary email address. Each imported Xero contact is going to be placed in one of three buckets. It's either going to be a full match, where the name and email of an imported Xero contact matches an existing Karbon contact. So those contacts will be fully matched and synced. The contact could be a conflict, where, for example, the Xero contact email matches the Karbon contact's billing email, but the name doesn't match. This will require some manual intervention. Or it's a no match. This is where the contact in Xero cannot find a corresponding Karbon contact, and is going to go ahead and create a new Karbon contact. So for these newly created Karbon contacts, you want to assign a contact type here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to assign client VIP, and then I'm going to jump in and I'm going to click sync. Now, as you can see here, we're now at our sync completed screen. We can see this lovely table. So we see that 5 clients have been imported and synced. 2 clients that have been imported have match issues. We've got the breakdown by organizations and people. Let's jump in and talk about how we can resolve our match issues. Now we're inside our match issues page on the partial match screen. As you can see here, there's 2 partial matches. The first one is Johnson Smith, where we have a match on name. So the Johnson Smith in Xero matches the Johnson Smith in Karbon. But the email in Xero, john@example.com, is not the same as the email in Karbon. Now let's say these 2 contacts are the same person. We could go ahead and you could click match. Now when a contact is matched, any differences in billing address, phone number, name, or email address will be overridden with data from the Xero contact. Let's go ahead and click into Johnson Smith here. See that in action. Click on the details tab. And as I can see here, the email address of Johnson Smith has now inherited the email address from Xero of john@example.com. Now let's go ahead and see how we can resolve partial matches the other way. Jump into Connected Apps, scroll down to Xero General Ledger, into our Resolve Match Issues again, and we can see our second contact here, Luke's Trucking Sales in Xero, has partially matched with Luke's Trucking Corp in Karbon, based on an email match. Now let's say that these 2 contacts are actually not matches. What I can go ahead and do is I can click on the create a new contact. I can create a new organization. Now if we jump back out and go into our view client list, click into Luke's Trucking Sales here, we have this little identifier that lets us know that Xero's created that organization. Clicking into details as so, we can see that the contact type here matches the one initially set up in the sync. And we can also see that Luke's Trucking Sales has inherited the data from the Xero contact. It's got the same name, it's got the same address, it's got the same email. And if we scroll on down here, we can see that it has the billing details. Now, let's jump back into our fully matched contacts and talk about how fully matched contacts work. Jump back into Xero General Ledger, click on the view client list like so. Now, when a contact match is found, any differences in billing address or phone number is going to be overridden with the data from the Xero contact. Now what you can do from this screen is you could go ahead and open up these 3 dots and you can open up the contact in Xero. And that's going to take you directly into Adam Marshall's contact card inside Xero. Alternatively, you can jump back into Karbon and you can click on Adam Marshall's name here, and that's going to take you straight into Adam's contact card in Karbon. Now, on fully matched contacts, there is some data in Karbon and Xero that will be continuously synced back and forth with one another. This includes the name, the billing email address, the billing address, and the phone number. So if I click into the details here, and let's say that Adam Marshall's reached out to me and he's let me know, hey, I've changed my name from Adam Marshall to Adam Short. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make that change in Karbon. I'm going to click save. Now, if we navigate into that contact in Xero, I'm just going to click refresh like so. We're going to see that Adam's name has been updated from Adam Marshall to Adam Short. Now, what if he's decided that he's changed his email again, and I'm working out of Xero when I receive those comms? I can go ahead and click edit here. Come on down to adammarshall@gmail.com. Let's change his email to adamshort@gmail.com. Click save and close. Got the Adam Short change here. I'm going to jump back into Karbon and click refresh. Now, if I scroll on down, I can see that adamshort@gmail.com has now been populated in Karbon. That's the awesome thing about the continuous sync. Now let's talk about creating contacts in Xero and how they'll be automatically populated in your Karbon instance. So I'm going to jump back into Xero. I'm going to click on my all contacts. I'm going to say I'm going to create a new contact. So I've created my contact in Xero, Riley's Waste Removals, rwr@wasteremovals.com. Got a billing address like so. I'm going to click save and close. So now I've got that contact in Xero. Now if we navigate back into Karbon, come on down into our settings, connected apps, scroll down to Xero General Ledger, and we're just going to click refresh here. You know, this could take up to 10 to 15 seconds to populate. You can now see that the number of clients that have been imported and syncing has gone up. I'm going to click on view client list, come down, and I'll see Riley's Waste Removals. So what Karbon's doing here is it's listening to any changes to your contact list in Xero, and if a new contact is added, it's automatically importing it into Karbon. It's running it through that matching algorithm. And in this scenario, Riley's Waste Removal didn't exist in Karbon, so it went ahead and created a new Karbon contact. Now, when a Karbon contact is created from a Xero contact, Karbon's AI uses smarts to determine whether that contact in Karbon should be an organization or a person. In this scenario, it's picked up that Riley's Waste Removals is most likely an organization, so therefore has created the contact as an organization. Now let's talk about creating contacts in Xero from contacts in Karbon. So I'm going to jump back into my organizations list and click on this contact that I created earlier, Joel Scones. And the way I can tell that Joel Scones doesn't exist in Xero is if I click on the details page and scroll on down, I can see that this contact doesn't exist. Now what I can do here is I can go ahead and click create contact. Now what that's going to do is it's going to create a new contact in Xero called Joel Scones. It's going to take the name, the billing email, the billing address, and the phone number and put that into the Xero contact. Now I can go ahead and click open in Xero if I'd like. Now I'm back on the sync completed screen. And let's talk about how to unsync and resync contacts. To unsync a contact, you can click on the view client list button here and on the three-dot menu like so. And click stop syncing contact. What that's going to do is it's going to remove our contact from our fully matched list, and it's going to move it into our match issues table under the previously synced tab. Now, contacts that have been unsynced will no longer have their data syncing between systems, meaning changes to either contact won't sync with the other one. You'll be given two options for contacts that have been unsynced. You'll be able to either create a new Karbon contact record that will be matched and synced with the Xero contact record, or you'll be able to restore sync. When you restore a sync, these contacts will rematch and changes in data in either system will flow through and update the other. So we'll go ahead and click restore sync. You can now find this contact back on the view client list screen, Joel Scone. Thank you for listening to our demo and have a lovely day.